What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be building my real life car in Beamngdrive. It looks to be the right year, between 2008 and 2010. This is a stock body Infiniti G37 3.7 liter V6 stock, fully down to everything, the internals, the wheels, everything. So we're going to be building it up, trying to get it look as close to my real life car as possible, with some added mods that I would do if I could kind of afford it right now. But that's what we're going to do. So if you guys like this video, make sure you guys stick to the end, subscribe, like, share, comment, and I'll see you at the end of the video. All right, so we have my real life car right here, the G37, classic. I would call it a grandpa car, right? Before you get it modified, this is what the car kind of looks like. Nothing too crazy, definitely has potential. So we're going to class it up a little bit, in my opinion. I think it's a little more classy when it's got mods. It's luxury. It's supposed to be a luxury sedan, Obviously, it's got the interior leather and all that as well. You go inside the car. The mod is a little basic, but it does have the interior. It's got all the black leather interior. This is basically what my car looks like on the inside. So nothing too crazy can be done to the interior, but we're going to focus on the exterior. So I think first of all, we're going to start with let's start with suspension. See if we can put some coilovers on it. So the front struts, we will go with Z1 Pro race coilovers, or we can go with Godspeed front coilovers. I think I'm going to go with the race front coilovers because I want to be able to swing this thing. And if it has racing coilovers, it would be good for high-speed activities. We go to the rear. The rear shocks. We'll do race rear shocks. We want them to be able to withstand a lot of pressure and swing and all that. So we'll go to rear springs. We'll go to race rear springs. Don't know why they don't have the coilover option for the rear, but we'll do the race rear springs. Next thing I want to do is weld the diff. So we'll go to differential. For the rear differential, we always want to weld the differential because with posi, one wheel will spin or one other wheel will spin, and when you drift, you need both wheels spinning at the same time to be able to catch that drift and keep the vehicle going accurately. So you weld the diff so both of those spin at the same time. Okay, so we weld the diff. Then we will go to steering. We're going to take care of some of the most basic things, but we'll go to steering. You got to take off the power steering, of course, and you go to steering, and you change it to race quick. You change it to drift steering. When you go to steering, you want to change it to the drift steering so that you get the angle kit, right? So with regular steering, it looks like this. Turn the wheel. The wheel goes about that much out, and then that much in. I would say not much, right? And then you change the steering to drift steering and you get a full angle. That's basically putting an angle kit on the car. And then when you put the angle kit, bam, you get much more angle on that. So you can cut corners really hard. See, much bigger of a difference. The angle kit makes a huge difference. You've got to change that if you're going to make a drift car. This is essentially what I would do if I was going to turn my car into a drift car. Weld the diff, change the steering. Steering wheel. I don't know if I would necessarily change my steering wheel, but sometimes going with a custom drift steering wheel is a little helpful. I think this one just has drift paddles. They have the Q50 steering wheel. think I like the Q50 steering wheel a little bit better. No, I don't. I like the G steering wheel. It looks a little bit more clean, simpler. A little more clean to me. So we got the steering all switched up, right? It's got the carbon on it, so that's pretty cool with the carbon paddles on the back. Hazards work, that's cool. The VDC mode. VDC's off. Okay. Okay, cool. So got the custom steering wheel. That's not really necessary or pertinent, but you can change the steering wheel if you want. Sometimes they have, you know, quick release steering options for drift cars. This doesn't for this model. So next thing I want to do is I do want to lower it. So we will go to tuning. We'll go to spring height, and I'm going to bring them down to -105 on both. Well, we'll bring it about here. See what that does. Because we want to lower it, but we don't want it to be insanely tucked. See, that seems a little bit too tucked, so I'm going to bring it up to 95 and bring this up to 35. That's about my car. Like, my wheels sit pretty even with the fender lining. So, camber and toe. The camber adjustment, I do want to go back. I want to go negative a little bit. Negative. Go -4 on each side and see what it looks like. Oh, that is so cambered. That is, no, absolutely not. We'll go about 20. I didn't realize. So for the camera, I'm going to go about 25 and 20. See what that does. It's not very cambered at all. For the camera, I'm going to go just below the line and give it just a little bit of camber. Just a little bit. It's a little bit, that's probably just a little bit more than mine has, but it's not bad. So we got it lowered, right? Obviously the color of my car is black, so we'll change it to a infinity black, right? Looks pretty clean. Already looking very similar to mine. For mine, they have similar wheels. They're 18x9. Let me see. Or I thought they were 18x9. What are they? Maybe they're... Oh, don't do that. Please don't do that. Oh, somebody loaded into the freaking server. Alright, let me see what... Bro. Let me see what these 18x9 BBS CXRs look like. Yeah, no. Let me see. BBS RS 16x9. That is kind of like mine, but mine are 17. So, I mean, that's just like as close as I'm going to get. If I'm being honest. I can't change the color of them, so. Let's see what these look like. Okay, and see. So that kind of looks similar to what I have on my car. I'm not liking how pushed in the wheels are. I need to... So I think I'm going to go with these BBS LMs. This is about as close to my wheels as we're going to get. It's about as close as we're going to get to my wheels. They do remind me of BBSs, so we're going to do these. And I guess if I could afford some real BBSs, this is kind of what I would put on my car. So for the wheels, I'm going to go with the BBS LM wheels. I do want to push, I do want to push the offset out quite a bit because I'm not liking the offset. I don't want my wheels super tucked in. So we're going to push them out into the, like plus 26. Ooh, even more than that. Probably like a plus 40 or something. Dude, probably even more than that. I do not like how tucked they are. Let's just go plus 5 offset. I want to see how far it brings it. Okay, so that is probably similar to the offset of my car, like a plus 5. Mine are not, the offset is not pushed in really at all. They're pretty flush with the wheel, with the fender line. So that looks pretty good. I do want to raise the springs a little bit because they do look a little low. So I'm going to bring up the spring height and see what it looks like here. Yeah, I mean, that's decent. I mean, that to me, the front could be a little higher. The front is not matching what I want it to. Okay, that's probably good. Right there is probably good. That looks very similar to my car already. You know, I'm liking how it's looking. So we're gonna do a couple more things to it. Tint the windows, maybe cap the head, the rearview mirrors, change the bumper, change the grill, maybe debadge it. Who knows? But we're gonna keep moving on. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is body stuff. So let's go to the body kits. Let's go to the bumper. Front bumper. Front bumper. Damaged front bumper? Damaged front bumper. Oh, they're calling it clapped. That is so funny. Alrighty then. Oh my god. What? Dude, what the fuck, bro? Literally so annoying. Okay, so, I mean, for the bumper options, it's not giving me a lot of bumper options. Let me see. Body. Bumper. We'll go front bumper. And then we'll do empty badge. I don't have a badge, so we're going to take off the badge. That's pretty similar to mine. And then lip. We'll just type lip. Front lip, we'll do the alt sport lip. I don't know if I'd go that crazy with the lip. I'd probably go with the sport lip. Yeah. That looks okay to me. Because I wouldn't want it too crazy. Even that looks a little like extra to me, but it is what it is. So, we'll do the grill next. See what they have. They have the badge fitted plastic dip black grill, full plastic dip black grill, full stock grill, mesh grill. I would probably go with a full plastic dipped black grill. I'd probably go with a full plastic dip black grill or with the badge fitted. But that's how mine looks. It doesn't have the badge, so that's how it looks right now. But if I could, I would go full plastic dip black grill, no badge. like that. So I think the next thing I want to do is, since we're right here, I would turbocharge it. I would put a turbo on it. It's not going to show the turbo, which is kind of whack, but it is what it is. Okay, so we did the grill, we did the bumper, looking very sporty. Got the BBSs on it. That's what I'd probably go with. That or some tandems, some Kansai tandems. We'll do the side skirts. We'll do, what are the alt sport? That looks cool. We'll go with that. And then we'll do the hood, because if it has a carbon hood option, that's what I would do, and it does. Usually these come with the carbon hood option, so I would go carbon hood, right? I'd go carbon hood. I'd do the carbon fenders. Carbon is very carbon. I mean, this is insanely carbon. We'll do the sport side skirts instead of the other side skirts because it was cutting off the fender. So we got the carbon fiber side skirts. We got the carbon fiber fenders, the carbon fiber hood. Honestly, dude, hold on. Yeah, I mean, the carbon fiber is really, it looks really like, I don't know. It looks a little digital on here, but that's what I would do. I'd go carbon fiber fenders and hood, and then I probably would do a carbon left mirror. I would do carbon as I can, just to make the vehicle as light as I could. So I'd carbon up as much as I could. Carbon stock spoiler, except I would change a huge wing. I'd go with this. So we'd have that. That kind of looks like what I have on my car right now. Carbon trunk. I probably would do the carbon trunk. Honestly, I would do, like I said, I'd do as much carbon as I could. Try to lighten up the vehicle if I could. And just carbon is better. Carbon aftermarket engine cover. I love carbon, dude. Carbon. I do the carbon roof. I'm a carbon fan, especially on these G's. It looks a little funny on here. I don't know why it looks all like, it looks super digital, but this is kind of what I would go with. Go with the carbon hood, trunk, and all that. So, we'd go with the carbon ceramic brakes. Obviously, you got to go with the upgraded brakes. So we do carbon ceramic front and rear. So we got that. The outer, the exterior is looking good, right? And then we can go to badges. Front badge empty. Trunk. Clear trunk lights. I would do clear trunk lights. And I would do the empty badge on the trunk. And then we go to tail lights. So remember, this is my car, right? But this is what I would build my car to look like if I could. We're going to see how the clears look. Might not like it. Already kind of looking a little funny. Yeah, the clears don't look bad. But with this red clear left tail light, let me see. With this, I might, let's see what the custom tail light looks. Yeah, I might go with like a custom blacked out tail light because it looks a little cleaner. And then we do the dark trunk lights and just black it out. To me, that just looks cleaner. Stock chrome, black chrome. Dark bronze, diamond gold, white, diamond black. Okay. So we got the external stuff done, right? Everything carbon. Oh yeah, I gotta do the headlights. Next thing I want to do is the headlights. And we are gonna do the custom. Let me see what the custom looks like. So it's the clear customs, I believe. But I think we want to do LED because it's going to be as close to my, the LEDs are going to be as close to my headlights as possible. Yeah, they got the GTR like kind of look to them. Okay, so we got the headlights switched, all the carbon fiber accents, the wheels changed, the side skirts, the trunk, the spoiler, the tail lights. It's already got dual exhaust. So, but it does have the mufflers installed, so we need to go to muffler. Oh no, we go to exhaust. It's got a sport dual exhaust, but we want to do a straight piped dual exhaust or a big custom dual exhaust. So we'll see what both of these look like. Okay, so this is straight piped with the custom exhaust. I don't like how crazy this sticks out. It looks a little funny to me. So I'd probably go straight piped. But how does it sound with this? It's definitely quieter. But we don't want quiet. We want to hear that turbo and that exhaust screaming. Okay, so we got the exhaust, right? Straight pipe, dual exhaust. That's done. Let me see if we can do anything into the paint design. Glass. So we would go tinted 5% all the way around. Dark tint. Tinted. Alright, that's the only one that's working. That one looks fine to me. Black leather and cloth, tan leather. We'll do black leather all the way around. Interior. Got the G interior. We'll do the Platinum VQ37 internals. Turbocharger. Stock intake plenum. We'll do the custom intake plenum. Right, so you look at that. You can see it. Custom. Turbocharger. Internals are done. Black leather, tinted glass, paint design. Okay, so we got it good. We got it looking good. I mean, this looks pretty similar to mine except for all the carbon, right? What else can we do? Oh yeah, we want to manual swap it. So we'll go to transmission and change it to a, I would say the GT350 6-speed, because that's what it's gonna come from factory in Japan. And then we'll do Cali license plate, just because. and we'll put Shino. It's not going to show it. That's kind of whack, but okay. So we got transmission. Let's do the transfer case. Make sure it's rear-wheel drive, obviously. Yep. Traction control, rear-wheel drive. Don't mind the blob. That's somebody loading into the... Okay, so we got that changed. Oh my god. We got that switched. Honestly, that's probably fine. Manual swapped, drift built, wheel swapped. The only thing that I might change or might have to change is the tire setup. So we'll go to tires. Tires. It's got standard on it. We want sport tires. We want sport. It's got 215, 35, 18. You know what? I think we actually want race tires. Yeah, the race tires might be a better setup for drifting. Okay, so it's looking good, right? It's looking much more like my car. Very much more closer to what my car looks like, except for all the carbon, right? But this is how I'd build it if I could build my car, if I could upgrade my car and change it a little bit and do what I wanted to it. So we got the carbon fiber accents, the hood, the trunk, the blacked out taillights, dual exhaust, already got that. Upgraded brakes, BBS wheels, fenders, carbon fiber hood, you know, the lip, forged internals, drift ready, welded diff. Really don't think there's anything else that we could do to it. So this is what my car looks like IRL with a little bit of a upgrade. But this has been built to rip up a drift track. As you can see, the angle kit doing its job. It's pretty sick. I like it. How do you think I did on this build, guys? Let me know in the comment section how you think I did on the build. And if you want to see a video of me taking it to a drift track on the game and trying to see if I can rip it up, I appreciate you guys watching the video. Thank you for all of the subs and all the support. Make sure you guys, like I said, like, comment, share the video, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.